My dear students, welcome back. A very good morning to one and all. I hope you and everything is fine and safe around you. Please stay at home, save yourself, family, and society. Thank you very much. In today's session, we will discuss about the database management systems. In this particular session, here our agenda is what are the prerequisites of database management systems, what is the course objectives of DBMS, what is the syllabus here we are discussing about, and what is the laboratory syllabus, and what are the outcomes of DBMS. So what are the prerequisites? సపోజ్ మనం ఈ పర్టికులర్ డిబిఎంఎస్ కోర్స్ నేర్చుకోవాలి అంటే మనకేమి తెలిసి ఉండాలి. So the prerequisites of DBMS. Actually, it is recommended that you have a good understanding of basic computer concepts. So ఇక్కడ మనం DBMS కోర్స్ నేర్చుకోవాలి అంటే డెఫినెట్లీ we will understand about the what is the difference between primary memory, secondary memory, and data structures and algorithms. Already the primary memory and secondary memory already we are studied in C programming language, and at the second year first semester already we covered the data structures and algorithms. So we are eligible to learn, we are eligible to discuss about the database management systems. So this is the prerequisite. Here the primary memory means what is the inbuilt. Suppose we will consider the laptop. In the laptop at the time of purchase we have some internal storage is available, so that is the meaning of primary memory. Suppose we are using the pen drives from the external, బయట నుంచి ఏదైతే యూస్ చేస్తున్నామో ఏదర్ పెన్ డ్రైవ్స్, హార్డ్ డిస్క్, దోస్ ఆర్ ద ఎగ్జాంపుల్స్ ఆఫ్ secondary memory. So coming to the data structures, actually the data structure means data means an information. So we are storing the data in particular manner, that is the meaning of data structure. Algorithm means already we know the step by step process or a set of instructions, like that lot of definitions are available for the algorithms. Now we will discuss about the course objectives of database management systems. So here the first objective of DBMS is to understand the different issues involved in the design and implementation of database system. Actually the database means collection of information. The database management system means actually this is a software. So here we will discuss about what are the issues involved in the design and implementation of that software. Coming to the second objective, actually it is a study of in this particular course we are learning about the physical and logical database designs, database modeling, relational modeling, hierarchical modeling, and networking models. Actually these are all the concepts related to the data models. In that particular concept we are studied about these things. Coming to the third objective, actually it is understand and use data manipulation language. Actually here our aim is to retrieve the information, to write the queries, to update the databases, okay, like that. So suppose we will consider the student data. Suppose we will consider your class data. So in the register we will maintain the your serial number, your name, and registration number, day by day attendance. So suppose any student is suppose we will consider 2-1 lateral entries are came at that point of view, we will add some lateral entry students. At the end of the semester definitely the detention is there, at that time we will delete those records. That is the meaning of updation, managing the database. Okay, next the fourth objective is to develop an understanding of essential DBMS concepts. Actually these are the essential DBMS concepts. Database security, definitely we will provide the security for the database. Integrity, concurrency, distributed database, and intelligent database, client or server communication, data warehousing. This is the advanced concept of DBMS. Here we are discussing about how to communicate the client and server. Suppose we are using the Gmail, at the time we will log in into the Gmail with the help of username and password. So in that point of view ourself is the client. So యూజర్ నేమ్ అండ్ పాస్వర్డ్ ఈజ్ చెకింగ్ ఎట్ ద సర్వర్ సైడ్. ఓకే, సో ఎప్పుడైతే రిజిస్ట్రేషన్ చేస్తున్నామో ఆ టైంలో మన డేటా అంతా కూడా ఆ సర్వర్లో స్టోర్ అయి ఉంటుంది. ఎట్ ద టైమ్ ఆఫ్ లాగిన్, ఓకే, ద యూజర్ నేమ్ అండ్ పాస్వర్డ్ చెకింగ్ ఎట్ ద సర్వర్ ఎప్పుడైతే కరెక్ట్ అవుతుందో దెన్ ఓన్లీ వీ విల్ లాగిన్ ఇన్ టు ద జీమెయిల్. So that is the meaning of client and server communication. Finally, the last objective of DBMS is to design and build a simple database system and demonstrate competence with the fundamental task involved in the modeling. Here we will discuss about how to implement the database. Okay, like that. These are the objectives of DBMS. Now we will move to the syllabus. Actually, here in this particular regulation we have 5 units. Okay, so in the first unit we will discuss about the database system architecture and data models. In the second unit we will discuss about relational query languages and relational database design, query processing and optimization. In the third unit we will discuss about storage strategies like B trees, B plus trees, hashing, like that, transaction processing. In the fourth unit we will discuss about the security of database. In the fifth unit the advanced concepts of DBMS. Actually in this particular regulation in our course the main textbook is database system concepts, 6th edition by Abraham Shirvasan, Henry F. Korth, Sudarshan McGraw-Hill. Okay, this is the textbook we will referred. So this is the syllabus, and coming to the DBMS lab syllabus, these 9 programs in this particular semester we will discuss about these 9 programs with the help of Oracle database software. Okay, so in these 9 programs we will discuss about how to implement the tables, how to retrieve the queries, how to answer the queries. Okay, like that. Next, what are the outcome of this course? Actually already we have discussed about the course objectives and syllabus. At the end of the semester the output of DBMS is definitely these outcomes are depending on the syllabus and objectives. Objectives are right with the help of syllabus only. At the end of the semester the output of DBMS is for every student write a query, write a relational algebra expressions for that query and optimize the developed expressions. Students are able to write the queries. Students are able to design the database using ER method and normalization. Here the normalization means to reduce the redundancy. So here at the time of database implementations we have lot of redundancy problems. By using the normalization here we are reduce the redundancy. Coming to the third outcome, here we will implement students are able to write the SQL queries for open source and commercial DBMS like MySQL, Oracle DB2. So students are able to optimize its execution using query optimization algorithms. So students are able to transaction processing system determine the transaction atomicity, consistency and isolation and durability. These are the ACID properties for security point of view. Students are able to implement the isolation property including locking, time stamping based on concurrency control and serializability of scheduling. These are the outcomes of DBMS. Next, what is the meaning of data? What is the meaning of database? What is the meaning of database management system? In this particular session we will discuss about what is the meaning of data and what is the meaning of data documents, where the data available in form of documents. What is the meaning of database? Those things. Generally the meaning of data means actually the collection of facts. Here we will consider only the facts. Data means information, but we will not consider all the information, only we will consider the facts, okay, and figures that can be processed to produce the information. Mostly data represents recordable facts. Okay, so for example we will consider the about marks obtained by all the students. We can then conclude about toppers. With the help of the marks we will conclude who are the toppers, who are the what is the average mark. Suppose we will consider second year first sem results. With the help of those information we will find out who is the topper of that particular semester, what is the average mark for that particular course, those things. Okay, next the third one is data are simply a values or set of values. Actually where the data word come, data was first used to mean transmissible and storable computer information in 1946. In 1946 the data word is came with the transmissional and storable computer information. What are the data document means? The data documents means where we will store the data. Data is stored in form of data repository, data study. The data is available in the data set, data is available in the software, data paper, database, data handbook, and data journal, etc. Coming to the database, what is the meaning of database? Actually, the data means information. Database is a collection of information, that is also called as data is a collection of related data. Another definition of database is a collection of data, usually referred to as the database, contains information relevant to an enterprise. Enterprise means any industry or any institution like that. Okay, so coming to the another definition, database is a collection of data typically describing the activities of one or more related organization. Suppose we will consider the Chalapati Educational Society. In that educational society, we have three institutions: Chalapati LOM, Chalapati Motodga, Chalapati Pharmacy College. So, with the help of these three institutions, we will maintain one database, that is the Chalapati Educational Society database. That is also possible. For example, here we will consider one university database, that means one college database. Here the entities are students, faculty, courses, classrooms, like that. Here the relation between students and faculty is definitely the faculty is dealing any course, that is the relation. Definitely the student is studying the any course, definitely the student and faculty meet in any classroom, that is the relation between students, faculty, courses, and classrooms. Suppose we will consider one classroom. In that particular classroom, entity means any object is the entity. Suppose we will consider the classroom. In that classroom, the entities are students, faculty, whiteboard, chalk piece, dustbin, benches, windows, fans, lights. Those are all the entities. The relation between bench and student is every student is a sit on the bench. The relation between whiteboard and faculty is every faculty uses the whiteboard, like that. Okay, that is the relation. Next, another definition of database is a collection of interrelated data. Not only the interrelated data also stored in the database. Suppose here the interrelated data means, suppose I will create the I will write the data of particular registration number Y18CS1201. In that particular registration number, I am included the name and the registration number, and also includes what is the SSC percentage, what is the intermediate percentage, that is the interrelated data. So the database maintains interrelated data also, which is used to retrieve, insert, and delete the డేటా ఎఫిషియెంట్లీ. సపోజ్ మనకి సమ్ సిచ్యువేషన్స్లో ఎలాంటి డేటా అయినా యూజ్ అవ్వచ్చు. దట్స్ వై వీ విల్ కన్సిడర్ ఆల్ ద ఇంటర్ రిలేటెడ్ డేటా. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్, ద కాలేజ్ డేటాబేస్ ఆర్గనైజెస్ ద డేటా అబౌట్ admin, staff, students, and faculty, etc. Using the database, we can write the queries, we can retrieve the information, we will insert the new information, we will delete the old information, like that. This is the information about data and database. In the next session, we will discuss about what is the meaning of database management system, why we are studying the database management system, like that. Thank you very much for your patience. Thank you.